So I wanted to talk to you about meditation, and I know you're probably already switching off and going, oh my God, meditation, I am so bored of hearing that. Everyone just keeps talking about meditation, meditation, meditation. And the reason for that is because it has so many benefits. Now, I do teach meditation to my students, and it often comes up in conversation with clients as well as students and God knows everyone that I talk to really. And so I just wanted to clarify some of the stuff about meditation. So you probably know that you've got to sit for hours in the lotus position with a straight back and focus on your breathing. You have to spend hundreds of pounds on the right designer gear so that the meditation is right. You've got to have loads of apps and so on and so forth. You've got to clear your mind completely and you can't do it, so you've given up. All of those are completely wrong, okay? Meditation is one of the few things in life that doesn't have to cost a fortune. In fact, it doesn't have to cost anything. If you want to go and book into a meditation retreat on a Caribbean island for a week and spend £3,000, happy days. But you don't need to, okay? So let's look at what you do need. So if you want to meditate successfully, you need somewhere comfortable to sit. You are not going to sit there for very long if you are not comfortable. Now, I wouldn't recommend laying down, because if you lay down, you're liable to go to sleep. And that's fine. If you need sleep, you need sleep, but that's not what your intention is about. Yes, you need comfortable clothing, but it can be your PJs, okay? So you can meditate first thing in the morning when you get up, or last thing at night before you go to bed, okay? So if you don't have any workout gear, you don't have, some jogging bottoms and stuff like that, then that's fine. You can do it naked if you want to, but you'll be a lot warmer in some pajamas. I would normally recommend you sit on the edge of the bed. This is my meditation chair, so I'm normally sort of sat here nice and comfortable, but you want your feet on the floor. So if your feet don't reach the floor and you're a shorty like me doing my Ronnie Corbett impression, then I would recommend you just get some foam blocks like I've got here. So nothing special, but it does the job. Or you can sit on a meditation cushion. And they're about, 30, 40, 50, 60 quid, depending on how much you want to spend. But it just lifts you off the ground so that you can sit properly. If you are really bendy and you want to sit in lotus position with your ankles around your ears, work away. For me, that doesn't work. I just don't get comfortable like that. So I sit here, I sit on the edge of the bed. Sometimes I sit on my cushion up against the radiator to keep warm. So it really depends. If you are the outdoorsy type and you want to go sit on the beach, go up to the woods, kind of go somewhere special, then that's fine. If the only time in the day you have is lunchtime, go sit in your car, turn the radio off, put your phone on aeroplane mode, and just take some time to meditate. You might get people knocking on the window though, making sure you haven't passed out or died. That's the only thing. So if you can disappear somewhere with the car and park up and have privacy, then fine, okay? Even if you have to take the doorbell, batteries out, and take the phone off the hook and do it in the bath, that is better than not doing it at all, okay? So that's the location sorted. Now, I appreciate that when you're new to it, 5 minutes feels like an eternity. And so you have got to find a way to keep you sat there and not fidgeting and not opening your eyes and everything else. So I normally light some incense, I normally have some candles going, I can sometimes put some music on, and that will just kind of make me feel like I'm in the right ambience and environment. It's entirely up to you. So in terms of your location, it just needs to be quiet and private really, and you can do whatever you want to do to set the scene, but you really don't have to do a great deal. So there's different types of meditating, so you need to decide what it is you want to achieve. Now, if you just want to sit and empty your head, that's the best meditation there is, because you're switching off, okay? And the whole point of meditating is that it is good for your stress levels, anxiety, depression. It helps with sleep issues. It lowers your blood pressure. It helps with your lung capacity. It can ease the symptoms of things like fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, MS, kind of pretty much anything that's autoimmune based or is caused by stress or is influenced by stress, okay? So it has massive benefits, all right? It's even been shown to help people who've got diabetes. So it really, really helps. Now, you are either doing it for your health or overall well-being. You're doing it because you want to meet your guides, your angels, loved ones in spirit. So you have to sit with that intention, because otherwise you can't do everything all in one meditation. You can't just sit and talk to your guides, talk to your loved ones, meditate on a question or an issue, do chanting or mandala work or whatever, all in the one session. So have a clear intention. So sometimes people really struggle with just sitting doing nothing, because that's what it feels like. So put some music on you like. It doesn't matter if it's Coldplay, but as long as you tell yourself you've got to sit and listen to 3 songs and you're not allowed to go anywhere, not allowed to check your phone or go on social media or do anything until those 3 songs have played. I quite often set my phone alarm so that it will bring me back, and I tell myself I'm just not allowed to do anything, move, open my eyes until that alarm goes off. And that works for me, okay? Now, whichever type of meditation you look at, even if you're doing a led meditation, which is where somebody guides you through, you're walking down a lane and you find yourself arriving at the beach and you can hear the birds singing, that kind of stuff, you are not going to empty your head completely. If your head is empty completely, I've got news for you, you are dead, okay? So don't even begin to think that that's going to happen, all right? Unless you're going into deep, deep, deep trance meditation where you're probably not even aware of anything until the alarm goes off and brings you back, that it's just that you are going to have thought processes, okay? But what you find is the more that you meditate, the easier it is. And so you sit there going, oh, I've got to get me Uncle David's card. Oh, what am I going to have for dinner tonight? Oh, I forgot to get the kids' pocket money, or whatever it is. That's human. That's just the way we're wired. But you find that the more you meditate, the easier it is to just let those thoughts go. So don't try and stop them. Don't go, oh, that's it, I can't meditate because I keep having a thought. Just let it drift across you like clouds in the sky, and then come back to it when you finish the meditation. So what you have to think about is how you're wired. So if you struggle and you need something to help you, try the lead meditation. Also try a mandala. Now a mandala is a geometric design or picture, and you just focus your sight on it, so you're just looking at it. The Buddhists tend to play music to keep the ears occupied, they chant to keep the mouth occupied, and then they have the mandala to keep the eyes occupied. And so try all 3 of those, okay? And you don't have to sit there going om, you can if you want to, and that does work. You might want to chant your name, you might want to chant someone else's name, you might want to chant the day of the week that you're on, or just a word like love, gratitude, peace. And you can do it under your breath, you can do it silently, or you can do it out loud if you've got the house to yourself. So it's whatever works for you. So just really sit and be silent and be still. Tell everyone to leave you alone and to not disturb you, because you don't want to be jumping out of your meditation, and it's going to stop you being relaxed if you're being stressed by people interrupting you, okay? So really it's about finding what works for you, and I know I keep saying that, but it is the crux of meditating. If you can do 10 to 20 minutes per day, or even 3 times a week, that's better than nothing at all, and you will see the side effects, positive ones. So think about what you can move or get rid of in your life that will allow you that chance to meditate. How much time do you spend on social media? Have a little look at the screen report and see how much you can cut that down. How much time do you waste watching the soaps and rubbish on TV? Get up a bit earlier, go to bed a bit earlier, and meditate before you go to bed. Take a lunch time and put it into your lunch space. In fact, that's probably a really good place to put it, because it will break up the stress of being at work. So I know it's difficult to think about where you're going to squeeze it in, and because it's not something you desperately want to do, you're not madly in love. Like if I said, do you want to go to the pub for half an hour, you'd find time for it. So don't think of it as a chore, think of it as something that's going to help you. And you know, there's umpteen studies that will show you how productive people are before and after, and I can tell you they are way more productive afterwards. Their blood pressure's gone down, their heart rate's gone down. You know, check your little old Fitbit and see the benefits. So try it, even if you start with 10 minutes a day and build up. I promise you, you'll see results. For anyone that wants to work on a psychic or mediumistic level, you are going to get so much out of it if you learn to meditate. You are just going to really be able to work so much better. And you know, mediumship and psychic, you're not going to be made one of those by meditating. You know, just meditating is not going to make you Colin Fry, all right? But by meditating, you will learn to push you aside and your life aside and be empty and ready for spirit to work through you. And so that's why meditation is so important, if that's what you're drawn to. So I hope that helps. I really wanted to get rid of some of those myths, because I just come across so many people that tell me they can't meditate, or they can't meditate because, and then I have to explain to them that they're getting sabotaged by something that actually is all wrong. So give it a try and let me know how you get on, and good luck.